Hey, family, soul family, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. So, I didn't get a lot of hits on my first video, obviously. It's just the way it is for a while. It's going to be like that for a while. But, we keep going. But I think in my first video, I mentioned that I could channel. And everybody can channel, but everybody's not open to it. We can do the same exact things that Christ did. Christ was a healer because he was very in tune with himself as a spiritual being. And that's how we heal people. And we all have the power to do that. And we all have intuition, and we all have psychic abilities, and we all are able to do things that to some people seem out there. Woo-woo, they call it. That's too much woo-woo. Well, I guess I'm woo-woo. The thing is, I have a lot of fear. I'm going to be honest with you. I have a lot of fear about things. There's things I know I can do that I'm in tune with, and I don't, just simply because of fear. But my guides have been talking to me, and they led me to a video. And I'm not going to name names again. I'm not sure about copyright issues, so I just don't name names if I can help it. But this video brought something up in me that I felt like I needed to get out. And first I want to tell you, I did ask my spirit team, I call it. I did ask my spirit team what their names were, my guides and angels. They gave me two names. Nosotros, which is the Spanish word for all of us, and Nostros, which means ours. So that's my spirit team's name, and it's pretty freaking cool. So I was directed by them to write some things down, and that's how I channel. I have to write it down while I'm channeling, otherwise I won't remember. When I do a tarot reading, I don't remember anything. I have to go back and look. I have to go back and watch a video just to put the title on there on these videos. So I have to write it down when I channel like that. So the channeling is about what is stopping you from manifesting what you want. And there's a lot of things that can be the reason behind not being able to manifest, or manifesting a teeny tiny little bit of what you're wanting, and it's just never as big as you want it, or it doesn't come at all. And you might watch a bunch of tarot readings, and this is coming to you, and that's coming to you, and you'll hear the same thing over and over and over, no matter which tarot reader you go to. And you're like, but those things don't happen for me. Well, first, before I get started on what stops us from manifesting, one of the things that stops us from manifesting the way we want to, you gotta look at readings for some of your other placements: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. And your South Node if you want, because your South Node will tell you the karmic stuff you've carried out over from other lifetimes. The North Node is where what your purpose is, what your life purpose is. So it's really important to look at all of them so you get a bigger picture. And the thing is that when these tarot readers, and you can't deny it, when different tarot readers say the same thing. It's not like we're watching each other's videos and copying off them. Well, I'm not anyway. I just don't. It might be a thing, but I just don't see it being a big thing. So it just makes sense to me that if we keep hearing the same thing over and over and over from the same tarot readers, or the same messages keep coming up for a specific tarot reader, that's for a reason. We're not trying to repeat ourselves. We're just pulling the cards. And the cards, we read the energy off the cards, and we read the energy off you. Even though you're watching a video, when I Zoom, I can feel that person's energy through the screen. So when I do this, I feel the collective's energy. So anywho, that's one reason why maybe some of these readings keep popping up for you, and you're like, okay, that hasn't happened for me. You've been telling me that for 6 months. Where is it? I can relate to that. I really can. And what it is, partially as well, is it's how we manifest. So Spirit guided me to talk about the past. And it has a lot to do with our ancestors and their experiences in regards to, we're going to talk about wealth, their experiences with wealth. So I wrote it down, so I'm gonna read some of it, and then I'll talk about it, and then I'll keep reading. And then I did pull some cards. I got a new deck. We've got the Harmony Tarot deck. It's beautiful. Can't wait to show it to you. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 oracles. Okay? So I was thinking how I've been looking at manifesting as being competitive. I'm competing with someone. Not that I want to take from someone. I honestly believe there's enough for everybody. But I've been competing. I've been picking up that competitive energy from other people, and I fell right into it. This isn't a race. I'm always saying that. Shelly's got to walk the talk. I have to take my own advice. When I do these readings, I have to take that advice as well. Whatever I tell you goes for me as well. Okay? So I need to walk the talk. So what I wrote down is being in competition for wealth with those who have withheld the keys to obtaining it through us believing that we have to work for them instead of for ourselves. It was presented to us as the normal thing to do rather than sharing the information in regards to working for other people and making other people rich. Sharing the information as to the ways or the things that they did or their thought patterns, the way they thought to become wealthy in the first place. Those things were being withheld, and they're still trying to withhold them, but I'll get to it later. I wrote this down too, but that's changing, and I'll get to that later. So this enabled the already wealthy to become more wealthy. We fell for it. Them talking us into, if you work for us, you're going to make money for this, that, and the other. And you're going to be so happy and such a good person for doing that and provide for your family. Okay. So we bought into the mindset that there isn't enough to go around and wealth is only meant for a certain few. And it was spoon-fed to us, and we swallowed it because we didn't know any better. Not because we're bad people, not because we're stupid. We're not dumb. We just fell for it because it was presented at a time when we were vulnerable, when humanity was vulnerable and looking for something stable, something to stabilize their lives. Okay? So people who were poor and starving were prime targets. They were desperate. They were promised money for food and shelter. And in return, they worked themselves into exhaustion and often death. And when it became clear that it wasn't enough for one person working to fulfill even the most basic needs for an entire family, often everyone, including the children, were put to work just to fulfill basic needs, food and shelter, and clothing. And this fit perfectly. Where the children were concerned, this was perfect. Because if the children worked, they weren't educated. An educated child would be more apt to see through these manipulations and rebel. So we've been kept in fear. And the powers that be are still trying to keep us in fear. The very idea that these wealthy feel like they have to hide the steps or secrets to wealth speaks to the fact that those with money and power feel just as vulnerable as the rest of us, because they feel like they need it all. And this isn't for every wealthy person, and I should put that in past tense. I mean, it still happens, but this is in the past that I'm really talking about. And are in a mindset of lack that is the same as someone who is struggling to make ends meet or has no money at all. In other words, they were no different than us. They were scared. They were afraid. And the mindset was there is not enough to go around. There isn't enough money. There isn't enough love. There isn't enough of anything. We need to have it all, and we need to control you. Because if you work for us, you're going to make us more money. And you're going to get the pittance. You're going to get the scraps. And this has been going on since man had coherent thought. Since men could speak to one another. You know, cavemen had their stuff together way better than we do. They knew that they needed each other to survive. You didn't see a bunch of greed there. There wasn't a bunch of fear in regards to lack. They went out as a community and did what they had to do. Everybody had a job to do. So, we are waking up. We are breaking through the illusion of there is not enough to go around, and I don't deserve to have everything I want, and I'm selfish because I want more. No one is to blame for this, or for the events of the past. As a collective, we needed to experience the darkness to desire the light. Christ said the kingdom of heaven is inside you and all around you. We planned all of this. The end goal is to create heaven on earth. We chose to be here at this time. And we are witnessing something awesome that has never happened in the history of mankind. And if you listen to Dolores Claiborne, she'll tell you that this has never happened anywhere in the universe. We create our reality through pain and chaos to experience contrast. If we know what we don't want, then we know what we do want. Many in the collective presently have experienced so much pain that we are left with two choices. And we have free will. And we can change our minds anytime we want. But at this point, we know that if we keep on the way we've been going and we will annihilate ourselves or become conscious or reawaken to ourselves as eternal energy, spiritual beings, and accomplish what we set out to do, establish heaven on earth. And that is what my guide said. And I'm sorry if it was choppy. It was intense, and it was freaking awesome to channel. And I've done it before, but never like that. Again, my fear would get in the way. My anxiety would get in the way. But this message was so loud, I couldn't ignore it. And I have to be honest, when I ignore my guides, my spirit team, nothing good will ever come of that. But when I pay attention to what's being told to me, things tend to work themselves out. It is our own fear that stops us. Whether it's fear of lack or fear of judgment, even. It's our own fear that stops us from creating the lives that we want. Period, point blank. And this is how humanity has lived for thousands of years. In fear. And there was never anything to be afraid of. Maybe a woolly mammoth. But other than that, there's never been anything to be afraid of. We forgot where we came from. We forgot that we're spiritual beings. So I did pull some cards, you guys. All right? I tried to use my laptop, but the video picture is so grainy that I just can't. I have to learn how to use the camcorder. I got the camcorder. Just not sure how to use it. All right, so the first card I pulled was, out of a new deck, the Harmony deck. Pretty. These are gorgeous cards. So the Moon is the first card. Illumination. The question I asked when I pulled was, what's holding us back? What's holding you back from manifesting? Pulled the Hangman. Delays. Mercury's just out of retrograde on the 28th of last month. And we will be in the shadow until the third week of September. I know a lot of technical stuff is going wonky for me. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments what's going on for you guys with the Mercury retrograde shadow phase, post-shadow. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Devil. Look, there's no naked people on here. It's a beautiful thing. I don't have to censor my cards. Two of Cups. Partnerships. Balance. Six of Pentacles. Sharing. Sharing the wealth. Whatever wealth that is for you. Four Swords. Protected. Rest. Three of Swords. Heartbreak. Betrayal. And I did pull some oracles, as I said. We got a new oracle deck as well. Mystic Journey Oracle. You see that? Yes. We pulled a jackalope, you guys. Curiosity. The oracles are always about messages. And one from the Sacred Traveler. Enhancing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. And two popped out of the Daily Guidance Angel Oracle. The ocean keeps popping out, so that's a strong message. The ocean has popped out in 4 or 5 of the readings I've done recently. So the ocean, I'll read that to you later. Cleansing, releasing. And this one has never come out. It's beautiful. Be honest with yourself. And I'll read that one to you later, too. So the Moon, as I said, things are being illuminated and you're not happy about it. There's things that you're seeing. The veil has been lifted. Who is it that's backwards? Neptune? We got Neptune, Pluto. Yeah, backwards, retrograde. Same difference. Pluto, Neptune, and Saturn. So Neptune, yeah, that's what I thought. Neptune is the planet of illusions and fantasy. But also creativity. Spirituality. So that means when you break through the illusions and see what's really going on, Neptune says to use your creativity and remember yourself as a spiritual being. To move through the feelings, the emotions that you're having, because now you see what's really going on with yourself and others. So this is why you're in the Hangman position. Hangman position is, okay, you're blocked. And that definitely speaks to the inability to manifest what you really want to manifest in the way you want to manifest it. I would use the word at the level that you want to manifest. Okay, so it's like this. If you've got a block and you can't move, you've got nothing better to do than contemplate. and be in this hangman energy of figuring stuff out. So a large group of you are in that hangman energy right now. And again, things are still progressing. You're just not seeing it yet. They are, and it's going very slowly. And it's going to speed up second to third week of September. It's going to speed up. Okay? Because you have the Seven of Pentacles. All right. So that's wealth. Again, wealth in regards to whatever you want to be abundant in. The Seven of Pentacles says that you're on the right track, that you're doing the right thing, and to persist. Even if you don't see it going anywhere, keep going. The Seven of Pentacles says you're on the right path. You're doing all the right things. But you've got to use that creativity. You got to reach out to your guides and angels. They're ready and willing to help you whenever, as soon as you reach out to them. And they will help you. Just got to be open to it. Yeah, letting go of stuff. This is the Devil card. Devil card talks about hanging on to things, people, places, and things that you're chained to. And I feel like you're breaking those chains because we do have the Seven of Pentacles. You're on the right track. So today, even though it's not reversed, I'm going to say that the Devil card speaks to because you've seen the truth with the Moon card. Now you're ready to let go of stuff. As soon as you move through those intense emotions. Because for some of you, you never saw it coming. It just hit you out of the blue. These realizations. And just so you know, that was your spirit guides talking to you. That was your spirit team talking to you. All right? So we have the Two of Cups, which is partnerships and balance. And this may be talking about love, romantic love. But in this reading, I think that you really want to look at love for yourself. Now, for those of you who have experienced finding out something about someone that you didn't know that was very disturbing, okay? For those of you that have experienced that, you're being asked to look at it with as much compassion as possible. As much as you can muster. And tell yourself, this person is going through something. Yes, I was deceived. Yes, I was lied to. But the truth is they didn't deceive you. They deceived themselves. The second the dishonesty came out of their mouth. Or you saw something in a behavior that you had noticed before, but you didn't want to look at it. This person is scared. They have a lot of fear. And they feel like they need to take from you in some way, shape, or form, emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. They feel like they need to take from you to make themselves feel better because they're feeling that lack that my spirit team was talking about. Things are in an uproar on the planet. The weather's in an uproar. The politics are in an uproar. There's all kinds of chaos going on right now. But you've got to understand that those old paradigms, those old structures, those old powers have to fall. And the shit is hitting the fan because of it. Because those powers, paradigms, and structures are grappling for a foothold to stay in power. They're losing their power because, again, as Spirit said, we are reawakening to ourselves as spiritual beings and understanding that we deserve to be told the truth and to be treated with respect and to have any desire we have met. All right. The Four of Swords. So Spirit says that you're doing too much. You need rest. I call this the protective rest because the Four of Swords are protecting this person. Yeah, you can't. I can't see if that's a male or a female, but you're being protected. Spirit says it's okay to rest. First off, you got to recharge the battery. You can't pour in somebody else's cup until you fill your own. You're taking on too much. And a lot of you are taking on other people's issues. Give those issues back. They're not yours. Not your monkeys, not your circus. It's not yours. You don't have to own that. You got enough. You got your own fears. You got your own mishaps. You got your own stuff to deal with. Spirits tell me that some of you just aren't taking care of your own business. You're not doing for you. You're doing for everybody else. And it's not working for you. It's too much, guys. It's too much. Take a rest, please. Spirit says you'll be fine. Everything will be fine if you take a rest. Nothing awful is going to happen if you rest. Whatever it is you need to take care of will still be there when you're done resting. All right. Some of you have had, for some of you, the realizations that you've had, the illusions that have been broken, have broken your heart. Things have been done to you that you didn't deserve. You've been treated in ways that you didn't deserve to be treated. You've been disrespected. Walk away. You can't heal. Excuse me. You can't heal if you don't walk away from the situation. You have to distance yourself from the situation to heal. And it's not going to take you that long to heal. But you got to walk away first. And you're allowed. You have free will. Because in the act of being deceived, you handed your power over and took on their shit. Excuse my language. I don't generally cuss more than once. But you took on their stuff. And it isn't yours. And they broke your heart, but it isn't about you. It's about them. This is their stuff. They're on their own path. I promise you, sweetie, it is not about you. It is not. Please try not to take it personally. All right, we have our jackalope. This one's cracking me up. Curiosity. This is saying, for those of you that are trying to manifest, do some research. On whatever it is you want to manifest, do some research. See if you can find out more information on these things that you want to manifest, or find out how other people manifest. Personally, I don't think you can teach another human being how to manifest. That person's got to be in the same thought energy as you are. They have to be on the same page as you are. But if you look into how to manifest, something's going to click. Something will ring true for you. This is a month of huge realizations. And some of those realizations are going to be life-changing. It's a beautiful thing, people. It's a beautiful thing. What's the time on the clock? 29. So look for the number 29, number 11, the number 2, the number 9. 2, 9, 11, 29. All right. And look for repeating numbers. Spirit says. I see them everywhere now. Everywhere. I saw 1111 today. It was beautiful. Ha! All right. So your Sacred Traveler Oracle card is embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Be grateful. First step in manifesting is being grateful. That, I think, is something that can be taught. I see a lot of you where something really good happens, and 20 minutes later the crap hits the fan with something else, and you're like, can I just have really good stuff happen all day just one day? Not this month. maybe the last week, but I don't think so. I feel like the last week is going to be hard. Some of you lost something and then got it back, and it did express your gratitude for that. But there was a lesson in that, because you proved to yourself that you didn't actually need that thing that you lost, that you could get by without it. And that's why it was given back to you, because you let it go and let spirit, let source, let the universe handle it. And that's what you need to do when you're walking away from people too. Let source handle it. Let the universe handle it. Let God handle it. Let Jesus handle it. You don't have to. You can put that burden down. Be grateful. All right, let's read this ocean card. Bad boy wants to pop out every reading almost. All right, so the ocean, the deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. So we're going to broaden this card a little bit. Everybody doesn't live near a body of water. I actually live near a very large body of water, a Finger Lake, and I don't go to it. I don't know, it's got bad juju. It's weird. This lake, it's like it's dead. It freaks me out. But if just find a way to ground. Go out in nature. I don't know where you are, but we're getting some pretty good weather where I am. We're getting a mixture of warm days and cooler days. I love that. I wish it was like that all year round. But just get out in nature. Or again, as usual, if you feel like you want to take a salt bath or a lavender bath or something like that, do it. If you are drawn to water, but you don't live near water, just take a bathy. Or you can take a salt shower too. You can pour the salt all over you and then let the water rinse it off you. And then soap up afterwards, because you don't want that salt left on your skin. It'll grate. All right, next we have Be Honest with Yourself for an angel oracle. I love this. I haven't seen this one yet. Okay, look into your heart and you will know the truth of the situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. So that's just reiterating what the cards were saying. Take a break. Put the load down. Rest. You are protected. This card said it too. You are protected. It's okay to rest. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing detrimental is going to happen if you rest. Because a lot of you just aren't in any shape to handle anything big right now anyway. You've had a whole bunch of stuff coming at you, one thing right after the other. You don't have anything left in your cup. So take a break. Take a break. And I feel like for those of you who are in a partnership and the partnership's been off kilter, that if you rest and again walk away from the situation, take a break. You're allowed. Take a break from this, from being around one another all the time. Go to your friend's house. Let them go to their friend's house. Go to a motel for a night. You need some clarity. Swords cards. You need clarity. That's what that rest will do. It's going to be okay. Remember, you're protected. If you have to take a break from your partner, You're protected. And whatever happens is what is supposed to happen, good or bad. Whatever happens is supposed to happen. For some of you, it's time to let go. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys. Everyone has experienced letting go of a relationship. Whether that's a love relationship or even one of your kids or, a parent, because it's toxic. Everyone has lost somebody, had to walk away from someone. And it's awful. And it feels like you're betraying them. But what you're really doing staying in it is betraying yourself. You're not serving your higher purpose. So walk away. Get away from it. Remove yourself for a while. Get some clarity. So this was a bonus reading that I was directed to do. And I got to play with my brand new tarot deck and my new oracle deck. And it makes me happy. I hope you guys got something out of this. Let me know in the comments. Tell me what's going on with you. Okay? If you want a personal reading, reach out to me at my email. It's in the description box. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment, please. The algorithms are looking for people commenting in the amount of views. So I would really appreciate it. Many blessings and much love.